Hey, welcome to another episode of GeekOutdoors.com. On this Davinci Resolve tutorial, I'm going to show you how to back up and restore your databases. Now, Davinci Resolve works a little different from other video editors because it saves all your projects in a database, unlike other video editors where you save it in a project file. And so whenever you open up Davinci Resolve, you're going to come up here to the top left and you're going to see this little show and hide databases section right here. And once you do that, you're going to see all your databases. Now, as you can see here, these are where all my projects are. But in this case, I'm going to go ahead and create a dummy database because I don't necessarily want to back up all my projects right now. So I'm going to go ahead and choose create database. And here you can connect to database or create one. So I want to create one locally here under disk. So I'm going to just name this testdb. And then next up, you're going to choose the directory you want to put this in. So in this case, I'm just going to create a new directory. And you have to create an empty directory for your new database. So I'm going to go ahead and create a folder here. I'm just going to call this testdb. So I'm going to choose this folder. Then you select the folder and then create. And now we have our testdb. So I'm going to go ahead and create a project. And I'm just going to put some random clips in here. Let's go ahead and just put some of the video clips. So I'm just going to put it right here. And then I'm going to go ahead and save this as a test project. Say save. And now what I'm going to do is go back to my projects. And now you see that I have a brand new database along with a new project. And so now we could actually back this up. If you go up here under databases, there's backup and there's also restore. It's a very simple process. So I'm going to go ahead and back this up. And we'll go ahead and go to this D drive. And I'm just going to save it right here. I'm going to save it. And we'll go ahead and back this up. And now it has been backed up. And if I actually go to that folder, there is a backup. So let's see what happens if I happen to delete this and then we restore this database. For all your email management needs, check out Aweber, the preferred choice news at geekoutdoors.com. Sign up today and get a 30-day free trial. For more information, check out the affiliate link in the description area below. So now let's see how we could actually restore a database. Now within Davinci Resolve, there currently isn't a way that you could actually delete a database. You can disconnect it. Now there are other ways in which you can delete this permanently, but that has to do with going into the actual database itself. So in this case, the test I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and delete this test project, and then I'm going to go ahead and restore this to see if this test project is restored as well. Now before I do this, you want to be sure that you have the correct database selected. So in this case, I have testdb. I'm going to go ahead and choose this one. Then I'm going to right click and I'm going to go ahead and delete this project. Okay. So now we have no projects underneath this testdb. And now, so one thing you'll notice is if you try to restore from a backup file, it's going to say create a new database. So the reason why this is happening is because you first have to disconnect the database. As I mentioned before, it doesn't really delete it from the database. It just doesn't show up in this database that you see here. So we'll go ahead and right click, disconnect. And so now it's disconnected. And now you can go ahead and restore. Choose that backup file that you had previously. And then you're going to choose a name. So we can name it whatever we want. I'm going to call this testdb2. And then you're going to select a directory. So in this case, I'm going to create a new folder. We'll just call it testdb2. And we'll go ahead and select this one. And you could go ahead and create it. And now it's going to restore this. Okay, so now you see a brand new database. which is basically your older database. And so that's how you could actually restore your previous database to this new one. And if I wanted to, I could have also created the same folder name or same database name as I had before. I just wanted to show you here that you could actually restore it, and it's pretty easy to do. And so that is it on how you could actually back up and restore databases within Davinci Resolve. So if you actually had any thoughts on this or any other ways in which you back up and restore your projects, be sure to leave that in the comments area below. And if you did want to see more of my Davinci Resolve tutorials, tips, I do have a playlist. I'll leave that in the description area as well. So as always, if you did get value out of these videos, be sure to share, like, and subscribe. Hey geeks, if you are a creative geek like me and you wanted to learn how to create content on YouTube and other places on the internet, then check out my Go Content Creators group, where you get access to additional videos and content for all the creative geeks out there. And the best part of it is, all of this is free. Simply head over to the link below, check out my page, and sign up for my Go Content Creators group. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the other side.